Hey, a guten Erev Shabbos. I am here at Chabad, where we are getting ready to celebrate a remarkable Shabbaton, a Shabbos dinner for 18 bat mitzvah girls and their families together in honor of all that they've done and studied this whole year, knowing what it means to be a Jewish woman, knowing what it means to be a Jewish adult. And it's interesting because in this week's Torah portions, when God speaks about what will happen to us after we go through exile, He says, "Ve'esh bor mutais elchem ve'elich eschem kayimiyas." I will break the yoke of your servitude, of your slavery, of your exile, and I will bring you back upright. And Rashi says, what does it mean upright? He says, "Bekoima zekufa." God says you won't be hunchback, you won't be bent over, but the Jews will come back to Israel standing tall, standing straight, standing proud. But the question is, doesn't it usually tell us that when it comes to a Jew, the Torah tells us not to be so pompous? So why does the Torah tell us? And Rashi says that when the Torah says that we will be brought back upright. Not only that, in our benching, in our Birchat Hamazon that we say every day, we say, Rachaman hu yishbar ol goyim me'al tzavarenu v'hu yelechenu k'mimiyas la'atzeinu. We quote from this week's Torah portion that God will break and take off the yoke of exile and He will bring us upright to our land. So why does it speak about Bekoimas Kufa? Why does Rashi speak about being straight and tall? And the answer the Netziv gives is very remarkable. And I want to tell you something that connects to this. The Netziv says that you ever take an animal and you put a yoke on its back. I'll break the yoke on your back means literally the yoke of exile. But he says, you ever take an animal and you put a yoke on it, and then you take the yoke off after a while, the animal will still go hunchback. Why? Because its brain and it's got used to walking a certain way, and animals don't realize that now they're able to stand up, so they continue in this way. They continue even after you take off the yoke. They're hunchback. And then Tziv says that's what the Torah is saying. God says, I will break the yoke of your exile. I will take those who persecute you. I will take it away from you. But then, you won't walk anymore hunchback. You won't walk afraid. You won't walk timid. You won't walk in a way that is worrisome still of the exile, because you will be free from that. You will walk standing tall and proud, because that's the way a Jew walks. A Jew doesn't walk with trembling knees. A Jew doesn't walk hunchback. A Jew doesn't walk afraid of where he's going. He goes with his yarmulke. He walks around as a Jew with his necklace, with his chai necklace, with his IDF kippah, whatever it may be, because we're proud of who we are. And that's what the Torah is sending us, this most remarkable message. And I think about this now after October 7th, because us Jews, Jewish people, more than ever before, have learned that God gave us the blessing, that He brought us back to Israel, and we have an IDF, and we have a country, and we have a state, that we must not walk hunchback, we must not walk bent over, we must be proud, we must be tall, we must be standing, supporting our brothers and sisters. And yesterday in Brookline we had a remarkable thing. There was an article, Warrant 19, where people tried to introduce a ceasefire vote in Brookline. What does Brookline have to do with ceasefire? The town of Brookline is supposed to deal with local issues, but people, of course, want to rabble-rouse, and they want to make problems, and they want to be divisive. So they tried to introduce a warrant that calls for a ceasefire. Of course, it doesn't condemn Hamas. It doesn't condemn all the atrocities. It speaks about ceasefires. And the Jewish community came together like never before. And we had 400 people there standing to oppose it. Although there was a lot of people that were there also to support it. Unfortunately, a lot of Jews, which is the most embarrassing and painful thing. But we won't leave that for today. That's for another day. But the Jewish people organized. We called all the selectmen. And we tried to do a motion where you table it. If you get a 2/3 majority, then it doesn't even come up on the agenda. And it already was spoken about twice. And we didn't want to have to go through everyone speaking and fighting. So we got a super majority. 78% of the selectmen in Brookline voted to table the whole motion. And therefore the session was closed. and we didn't have to deal with that. And to me, what it showed me more than anything, of course, the ceasefire was hypocritical. We all want a ceasefire. There was a ceasefire on October 6th, and the Jewish people always want a ceasefire, but not till we gave our hostages back, not till we have Hamas disarmed and Hamas defeated totally, so they can't do it again. Of course, these people don't care about ceasefire, but to me, the most important thing was to see the Jewish community come together. When we say never again, we mean never again. The people are upset that we have a country to defend ourselves. They say, we don't mind the Jews, we mind Israel, because they know that the Jewish people of 2024 are not the Jewish people of 1940. We have someone to stand up for us. Those people didn't. We are going to be strong. We are going to be proud. And the way the Jewish community came together was remarkable and gave me so much nachas. And tomorrow and tonight, when you say the blessing and benching, may God break the yoke of exile from us. May He bring us with a koimas kufa, standing up being proud, not being timid, but being the way a Jew should be. I'll give you one more remarkable look at what these amazing girls are getting. This is their books, their gifts. This is all the pictures of different things they did throughout the year. This is their necklaces with their Hebrew name for each girl. And they have a special gift in here. This is their dessert table. Look at this. Oh my gosh. And every single one of them has their name on their own little cake. Look at this. This is just unbelievable. And there's doubles. And then this is their books that they made from learning the Bat Mitzvah Club. The Bat Mitzvah Club meets every week at Chabad. I think they meet 30 times a year almost. Here is the tables. Each of the girls gets their own special made challah with a rose in the middle and pink, feminine. And here we have the Shabbos table for candle lighting. Here is the table where all the adults will be sitting and more kids will be sitting. Here is where they'll be washing their hands. What a beautiful simcha, Shabbat Shalom, Am Yisrael Chai. And may us remember, be strong, be proud, don't bend, don't have trembling knees, and don't be hunchback. Be a proud Jew who fights back for the Jewish people.